to Randomizer Tournament. I am Siberian Bull 9 on commentary. Our runners this afternoon are Krissy and Swift, both runners new to the Randomizer, and this should be a very exciting race. So it'll be interesting to see how our runners perform this afternoon as the gate has been lowered, and both runners should be off in just a moment. And you have to forgive me as I'm going to be doing both commentary and tracking, so I'm going to be pressing a lot of buttons, so if I go quiet here, please do not be mad. Oh, I need to close that. And both runners should be off here in a moment. There we go. Alright, so let's see where it goes. We got Charlie Boy Face. We got one runner going to Heatman, one man going to Bubble. So let's see what kind of horrors await our runners in this seed. Alright, so we got some Shotmen hanging out in Bubbleman stage. Swift going in Heatman stage, and we got Crabs. Definitely not the best of pairs. We got Joe's in the waterfall of Bubbleman stage here. Krissy has reached the end of the first hallway of Heatman stage. Didn't get his jump there. He's got to be careful now. He's low on health, and oof, did not want to see that. So let's see if Swift gets the pulse buffer here. It's very tight because in a previous version of the Randomizer, we have taken out the lag reduction. He does get the zip, and there he goes. Looks like Krissy is not happy about being heat, so he's gonna switch his stage. We do now. Granted, apparently, and this is something I learned. Some people frown on resetting because it destroys spirit. I'm like, if you don't like the stage you're at, reset, because it's early in the run. And you're not too far behind, and you have a chance to at least scout what stages are available. Anyway, Krissy is now in Crashman stage, and Swift is entering the Bullman door. So let's see who awaits us there. We got ourselves a Flashman or Jackie Chan Man, and he's a hurdler. So you know what this is? I would call this an easy fight, but I don't know how Swift is going to react to this fight, because essentially you can just go back and forth underneath Flashman here. He's got to get 2 more shots in, 1 more. There we go. Meanwhile, we got Krissy dealing with Team Rocket, who are acting as our Chanky makers in the seed. As we listen to a version of Barkman's theme. And trying to find. So did for Swift. Krissy just falling off the coaster in Crashman stage, as Swift is in Airman stage right now. Look, I gotta press all the buttons because it's lonely in the booth. Anyway, Swift dealing with the frogs, who are the top men enemies from Fortunately, we got everyone's favorite combination in Airman stage, Crabs in air, and Swift does take the damage off the Crab, but he's got to be careful. He's low on health. He may take the time to try and farm these Crabs to get some health, but he's got to be very, very careful. He's got a bit of cloud covering. He's got to wait for one from... There we go. 2 big energy drops for him. Krissy halfway through Crashman stage now, taking the long climb Long climb. And almost there to the door for Swift. Swift, not only new to Randomizer, but I think just new to OBS and to using Twitch in general. So he doesn't have his timer displayed. So whatever the timer is in race time at the end, we'll be using that as far as what he has at the end. Meanwhile, Krissy going up the ladder. I think he was going to end up try and get to the health there, but Team Rocket had other ideas. So that's 2 for Krissy. And off to Heatman stage for Swift. I realize I'm looking at the Twitch stream and not the stream. Let's see. I don't have that on this one. I have it on this one. Pressing all the buttons. That's fun. Yeah. So like I said, Swift doesn't have. It's just started using OBS and Twitch, so he's learning. We won't be using his audio as well, but you know, throws out the item 3, gets up the wall there real quick in Heatman stage. He's now got to deal with these shotmen that are Buster Moon. Definitely don't like seeing that. It's gonna be careful here because there's gonna be shotmen on the other side of that wall there. Yep. Meanwhile, Krissy is at the end of Crashman stage. We'll see who is awaiting him there. Crashman. And it looks like he is the version of Crashman I like to call Metal Edamon from Digimon, because I'm old and I know and I remember things. I forgot he has item 3. No items from Crashman, so off to the next stage. Metal Man for Krissy. Doing the corner jump for Swift. See if he checks the crash balls here. He's surprised with quick equipped. He's not checking the crash balls. I didn't look like the boomerang tanked off, but I could be mistaken. Either way, he's now past the first half of the long hallway in Heatman stage. Krissy trying to pause buff over the Toad. Gets it. Pressing more buttons. Anyway, in fairness, I only know the first 3 seasons of Digimon. After that, good luck. Alright, Swift now at the Heatman door. We'll see who awaits us there. Krissy at the second half of Metal Man stage here. Got the one-hitter quitter blockies and fan fiend, so that's at least nice. He's got to be careful, because now that I know there's a fan feed, is there one here? No. Okay. Meanwhile, there's a Metal Man sighting in Heatman stage. Got to get that one more shot in. There we go. Down goes Metal Man. And meanwhile, we got Krissy dealing with Woodman on the conveyor belt. I think he wanted to try Bubble, but I don't think Bubble's going to work, and it looks like he's going to have to Buster fight this Woodman on the belt. It's a slow falling leaf, so it's actually very doable. He's just going to have to take, well, not the body damage. You better take that tank. There we go. 2 more shots. There we go. There goes Woodman. Swift going left side, just opting not to grab the E-Tank there, which, you know, prerogative, but let's be honest, a number of us would grab that E-Tank in a heartbeat, because E-Tanks are valuable in the randomizer as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, both runners now in Quick Man stage. I hit the middle button. There we go. Krissy also taking the left side, I guess just because it's faster outright, which is fine. I mean, there is a logical reason why they would be scared about going right side. One, they don't know what enemy is there. Two, if it's a fan feed, they better have jumped on the screen prior to that to get that E-Tank. Because damage boosting through it, not going to work. Take it from someone with experience. Anyway, Swift entering the quick door. We'll see who is here, and it is a Airman. That is a Needleman sprite swap, who is not going to jump anywhere. Was that a Buster? Looked like he was Buster Soft there. I don't know why you switch it back to quick. Leaf ain't going to work. Swift taking a long time to deal with this fight. Metal does a lot more damage, but that took a long time to find. He could have busted down that Metal Man by now. But we'll see how Krissy deals with the fight, because he doesn't have metal on hand. That's his 4th Robot Master for Swift. Krissy, get out of the Speedgaming chat. That's your only warning. Anyway, alright, so Krissy is now in Flashman stage as Swift is gone off to Metal Man stage. Just to take the top right out, avoiding the prop tops there. Sorry I got quiet, but we take care of business here. Swift pulling out air, which is a very horizontal-ish air. Definitely doing his job against Woodman there. And we got a Bubble Man in Flashman stage. Krissy taking some pot shots. He's got to be very careful, especially if he gets in the corner here, because Flashman ain't gonna move. Bubble Man isn't gonna move because he is horizontally challenged, and I don't think Krissy knows this. Now, if he finds a weapon that can damage him right there, he's got him, buddy. Yep, okay. So the thing about Bubble Man is he is horizontally challenged. He's not going to move unless you're on the same horizontal plane as him. So in Flashman's room there, if you attack, you can actually jump up high enough to fire a Buster Shot to hit Bubble Man in the toe, and he won't move. As long as you're not on the same horizontal plane, you will not. Bubble Man will not move. Anyway, Flash is done. He also did quick, so he got his item too. Anyway, Krissy is in Airman stage now. Taking the boost. Careful, careful, careful. You got it. You got it. I will. It's not just, hey, look, I'm just telling you exactly what to do. But you know, since the runner wasn't in chat, I would assume the runner would not be in chat. You know, that he would not be listening to me. But you know, you guys who are listening would see what I'm saying. And he takes a hit by a crab, and down he goes. He's gonna try and pull his buffer back onto the other platform. He's got it though. Well done. Wait for the first crab and jump over. There you go. Also, technically, that entire spiel was after he was done. See? You're too kind. You're too kind. Anyway. Where's pressing more buttons? There we go. So Krissy dealing with everyone's favorite combination of crabs and air. Meanwhile, we got the version of atomic heat. I like to call it a super atomic because you don't have to charge it, and it's a slow burner too because it's just gonna go slow and across the screen, and it's a very Mega Buster like, but you know, a bit awkward. And it's also and just for the points I like to make, because apparently people don't like me giving up ideas. This is a stage I like to test heat on because of the hot dogs. They'll usually be weak to heat and be one hitter quitters. So you can check to see if that charge shot's going to work, especially since you got one walk to each and every segment of that spot before you take on the next hot dog. Anyway, air is done for Krissy, and we are still traversing through wood for Swift. He's got 2 more after this. Krissy's got 3 more. So far, a very steady race between our runners on stream for their first official race in the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament. Yeah, so Krissy dealing with going through on the stage because he got hit by the Joe, so I don't think he's gonna get this zip. He's just gonna be a little short. I don't know if he got. You think I'd remember if he got item 1 or not, but I don't think he has. I think item 1 is actually on Swift's side, so I don't remember when they got that. It's gonna be Buster Soft Heat, yeah. This or Buster Soft Pikachu. Oh. This is what happens when you're in the booth alone. You lose track of everything, especially when you gotta talk and press buttons. Pulls buffer through, Krissy. Do it. Do it. Take the damage, pulse buffer through. There you go. Jump over. Alright, Krissy dealing with Flashman now in Bubble Man's room. And not a good weapon, not a good weapon. Not working. Bubble? Find something else. Find something else. I don't even know how many lives you have left, but you better find something else. Anyway, Team Rocket trying to capture Swift, definitely giving him a hard time as he's going through the elevator section of Crashman stage. Now, the one thing about Crashman stage is you can tell what your enemies are going to be in the elevator section by what the enemy set is on the first screen. So we saw the Chanky Makers, which are in the form of Team Rocket, in this seed, and they, as you saw, appeared in the elevator section. So now I'm gonna get hit by that telly. Be careful. There we go. Krissy going through the woods in Woodman stage. We got both item 1-3 now. I mean, he did yard work. He did a lot of commentary. We love LV Creed. Anyway, Krissy going through the Woodman stage is choosing to buster down these hot dogs, which is fine because our resident buster only master Kami Senin will only use the buster. So shout outs to him. Anyway. It takes 10 shots from the buster to take down one hot dog, by the way, if you're curious as to how many shots it takes. But there we go. We're at the halfway section for Krissy. He's got to be careful, though. He doesn't have any lives. He doesn't have any E-tanks. And we know there's a Heat Man waiting for him at the end of this stage. What is that? That's Crash. As far as weapon he was using, I meant. Anyway, so Crash takes down... Crash. We have Crash on Crash violence. And that is 8 for Swift. So he'll be moving on to Wily's stages now, where Dr. Oats awaits for us. Krissy trying to farm some health from the fan feeds. I'm surprised he didn't take it from the squirms. And oof. So moving into Wily's stages, Swift, we got a little game we got to play. So for those in chat who have never been here never been in a Speedgaming page where we've had the Mega Man 2 Randomizer happen. We played a little game in the community, our community, where we tried to guess the color of the dragon, guess the weakness, and because of the more recent version of the Randomizer, try and guess the sprite just for bonus points. Anyway, the colors I'm going to go with are the grimace-looking dragon is going to be purple and green, and he's going to be weak to Crash, and he's going to be OG Dragon. Krissy trying to set up the good wood zip here. Also, shoutouts to Double Dragon. Krissy's got the first part. You gotta be careful because you gotta remember where there's the ladder. Climb up. Go back down. Go up. And there we go. Sadly, you didn't. Well, once again, for those who join us for the first time, the audio didn't check through on our end, so that's why we're using Krissy's audio. So apologies there. Anyway, there's our dragon. Let's see if it's actually weak to Crash. Not weak to Crash. Very disappointing. Metal, no. Also very Sifu, and it's the Oats dragon. Buster, get a few more shots in. There we go. Alright, so Krissy going to brave Heatman stage once again, as sadly he found out right at the beginning of the game that the top left corner of the Robot Master screen was in fact Heat, and he wasn't a fan. Meanwhile, Swift having a bad time with the Joes right now, as they greet him in Wily 2 here. There we go. And he's got rid of the second Joe. He's gonna pick up the yep. He's gonna pick up the extra energy there. Switch to 2, and on our way we go. Krissy could have set up the didn't get it there. I'm just gonna set up the heat zip there. Picking up all the energy for his item 2 there. And sadly, Krissy has run out of item 3. So, any ideas on doing any ideas on doing the heat zip is out. And sadly, he zipped himself out the wall there, so landed right into the pit. So that definitely hurts. Yeah, he's still gonna try and do the zip right now, which is fine. Yeah. And the other end. Putting out his item 2. Meanwhile, Swift is actually past the halfway point of Wily 2, as we got relatively vanilla-ish moles there, as they greet us through the rest of the stage as opposed to where they're supposed to stop. And we're about to see Pico here. Let's see if he's going to be nice to our runners this afternoon. It's the Blob Pico. Buster? No. Heat? No. Air? No. Wood? Oh, just stand there. Just stand there. What are you doing? Just stand there. There you go. Alright, folks, take a nap. Alright. Krissy's gonna run out of heat here in just a moment. Do this. Oh, almost getting. Nope. He was almost gonna get shot into it, and then he realized, wait, I can do the zip here, and no. So Krissy not having a good time right now in Heatman stage. I'm sure there's a Razza Frazza being mentioned on his side. Meanwhile, Swift doing the drop in Wily 3 here, filled with pink lemonade. That's why I didn't keep the other 2 there, because I know a certain other runner who will remain nameless, but he's a good dude who does that trick. But there's a fan feed in the way, so that idea goes right out the door. So taking his time to go down the shaft here to avoid hitting the spikes. Krissy getting the heat zip. That must make it feel good. Birds, and we're about to enter the Guts Dozer door. And we got the Technodrome waiting for us here. As we are searching for a weakness, it is not coming up. Bubble. Quick. Quick. Alright. We'll take it. Anyway, Krissy just starting his Wily adventures. Let's see how it goes there. As Swift begins their Wily 4 ascent, the anxiety rooms await us as we got a fan feed in the way. As I think that's the first time I've seen item 1 in the seed, now that I know it's stationary. It's actually a pretty... There are some benefits to seeing a stationary item 1. For instance, that section right there, instead of switching back to item 2, you just stay on item 1 and just jump on over. Yes, every race for the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament is a best of 3, with the finals being a best of 5. Right now, Swift is in a commanding lead over Krissy in the first round of this tournament. And that is, okay, that was just high enough. It looked a little low to me, but it was just high enough. He's gonna have to kill that shot man before he goes across. I would not try. Okay, he's not gonna do the item 2 thing. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Not a good idea. Alright, well, now he's fine. Pause ball for the victory? Pause ball for the victory? Okay, you got it. I'm just saying, the shotman there is pretty dangerous. As long a few enemies that sit in that spot when you want to use item 2 are definitely very dangerous. Shotmen, rabbits. I just don't want to see them in that spot. And Swift is walking the way straight through the door, just not taking down the enemies, which I don't know why he's not doing that. But either way, we are in Wily Room, and it's a god weakness for the boot beams. And he's trying to find a weakness for the walls. He found Bubble. Interesting. Either way, down goes the boo beams for Swift. Krissy taking down the dragon real quick. Swift did a lot of soul searching in the Robot Master stages, so he's got a number of weaknesses in mind already for these enemies. So you may see him do a lot of menuing. As he takes on Pikachu next. Krissy trying to do the zip here in Wily 2. I guess he doesn't care to take all the extra ammo. Is just gonna fall all the way down, which is, you know, fine. It's unique. As Swift has taken down 3 now. As we see him take on Bubble Man now. He's definitely... He's very, how do I put this? Very camouflaged with the wall there. It was very difficult to see that Bubble Man as it Swift down deals with Woodman. One more Robot Master for Swift. Krissy just finding out about Lee's shield, but he's not doing it the lazy way, which is, you know, fine, but you can do it the lazy way. But it just means a lot of expenditure of weapon energy, which fortunately isn't needed for the Guts Dozer and the Boo Beams, but, you know, hopefully he's not in the room and hears that. Swift trying to find a weakness for the machine right now. He He's found Leaf Shield, but you know, I'm saying this from experience. You know, I just want to find something that is mashable to take down the machine, not something like Leaf Shield. Alright. Bubble. Yep, okay. So, I'm sorry, that's quick. So down goes the machine for Swift, and off to Victory Road for him. He's got to just find one weakness for the alien, and he will win the first game of this best of 3 versus Krissy. Up Buster, up a seat. That didn't take long. And down goes the alien at the official race time, GG time of 35:36. Swift is the winner of this race. Let's see, Chris is taking on the Dozer as we speak, and oh, I thought he worked there. But air, not air. And I realize I'm looking at the stream and not the one that's in Discord. There we go, taking down the Technodrome with Quick Boomerang. Let's see what Krissy opts to do here. Oh. Alright, so it looks like Krissy has DNF'd in the race room. So we're gonna set up for the next race here. I guess Krissy. So give us just a moment, folks, as we get ready for the second race of this best of 3 between Krissy and Swift. Give me just a moment here, because pressing buttons and whatnot and finding the right windows as we do the setup here. But I'm glad you guys are here this afternoon for this best of 3 race. We got a bunch more races to come in this tournament. For instance, tomorrow we got, or not tomorrow, August 13th at 7 p.m. we got my potential next opponent between RSPC and Charlie Boy. And then the next race that's on the schedule is on August 16th at 5 p.m. That's going to feature Gaming Mall Dad versus Sinister Sama. But aside from those scheduled races, we still got a bunch more in this tournament to be scheduled. So look forward to those on all of the Speedgaming channels. Let's see, distribution. Pressing the button. There we go. Oh, right. I didn't ask Krissy yet. Alright, so we're sticking with the A format for this race between Krissy and Swift. So for those who are interested in as far as what our tournament flags this year have been, so as you see, we've been doing hidden stages with zips, which is pretty much any percent, but we know we've hidden the stages. But so we did a poll whether or not the cosmetics would stay on screen, and it was kind of like it ended up being like a both. So what we've been doing is something we've done in the past in recent tournaments, as far as with the entire settings of the match being made. So, but in this case, it's just cosmetics. So there's a tournament A and a tournament B. Tournament A is basically all the cosmetics being on, and tournament B being all the cosmetics off. So that's about the difference. So, with that, our runners have. Well, that's nice, but still, don't be in here, Krissy. Just don't do it. All right. Home data Tuvalu. Give me 1 second, folks. Trying to do a few things. That's okay. Both runners should be good. So we should be able to release the dogs here and send them off in just a moment, as they both have the correct seed now. And with that, we'll be running off here in race 2 of this best of 3 between Swift and Krissy. And I forgot to mark on the stream here who won race 1. There we go. And I still have to press buttons because these are not the same thing. It's much easier in the doing the X 100% tournament because I don't have to press a lot of buttons. I just crop them and say go. Anyway, enough about my problems. Well, thing is, Creed, he's doing display capture, so it's gonna switch all the time. Anyway, there we go. Both our runners are off and running as we go. And as I said before, because Swift has been using Discord, or I should say OBS, very, very recently, he hasn't learned all the ins and outs. We'll figure out his race time in the race time GG room, which is the official time, not the one on screen. But Krissy does have his up, as he's in Flashman stage. Swift is in Bubbleman stage, and we are off and running in this second race of the best of 3 between these two. And Swift gonna try and get the Buster only bubbles up here again. Is he in? He is in. Uh-oh. Okay. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Careful with the crusher. And sadly, the Scrimps are Buster immune, so I don't like seeing that. And I'm sure our others don't either. And we have Buster immune Flyboys. So definitely don't like seeing that. Get out of here. Crabs are one-hitter quitters. But still, Buster immune Scrimps. Ugh. There we go. Swift being very careful as to where the next crab spawns. Well done. Krissy entering the flashman door first. Swift right behind, but you know, both our runners are going at it. And we got a quick man in Flashman's room again. And you know, we got Metal Man in Bubble Man's room. They're both Buster soft. Krissy having a hard time with Quickman in Flashman's room. One more, 3. Bubble in 3. Krissy's got Flash in 2. So both our runners getting an item out of their respective stages. As we move on here, as we got... oh, this Woodman stage is a delight already. We got Flyboys and Joes, but Flyboys are weak to the bubble, but the Joes are immune to it. Meanwhile, the Joes will get hit by the Buster, but the Flyboys won't get hit by the Buster. That's great. That's what I would like to see. Meanwhile, Krissy is in Airman stage, and shoutouts to the Sprite team for introducing new sprites for this year's tournament, because Lord knows, first time I saw Gamma's face for the Tiki heads there, I about lost it. Anyway, both of us going through the second stage. We got the Top Man Cats acting as our hot dogs in this seed. It's, you know what, it's just an outright abomination having the Gamma face stare at you in this stage. And just thinking about the potential color palettes that could be on that Gamma face. Oof. Alright, well, Krissy at past the halfway point. He's got birds, or I should say bees, dropping in on him. Swift dealing with the Flyboys with that bubble to get through. It certainly would have made it faster, but you know, sometimes you just forget and just go. Meanwhile, Krissy has Flashman in Airman's room. He's got to be careful. He does not have any tanks, and well, I think that's an ultimate. I don't want to say that was an ultimate weakness for Crash with Crash on Crash violence for Krissy, but boom goes the dynamite as down goes Airman. Hey, look! Hey, look! We stated before that the characters, the character sprites the runners run with is their prerogative. You know, that was definitely something I stated. Anyway, we got an Airman in Woodman's room, and down he goes. No item there. On off to Quickman stage he goes, while Krissy is trying to do the Buster only zip here in Bubble. He's not quite there, so he's got to do the long walk. Honestly, in future editions of the Randomizer, we should just take Mega Man out. But that's just me. Or better yet, make the opponent choose the other runner's sprite. Oh, Krissy! Ugh, that's rough. He's trying to pause buffer to victory to get across there and not hit the crab. Hits the crab out of the pause buffer and goes right into the pit. That's rough. Alright, well, Krissy finding something to take down these scrimps with air shooter. As Swift is going down the quick shaft. And Swift will be entering the Quickman door here momentarily, because that death is definitely going to set Krissy back. Because much like Swift as a Flashman, much like Swift in Wood Stage, Krissy had to do the same problem as the crabs were weak to the Buster, but the scrimps weren't. And just quick. Good for Swift as he goes on the Flashman stage. Krissy will be getting his item 3 out of Bubble here in just a moment if he takes down this Cutman, acting as our Metal Man in this seed. There we go. Soon enough, we'll get all the Mega Man 1 sprites to act as a Metal Man. We already got Cut. We already got Elec. I'm pretty sure we're working on Fireman next. Hey, I'll leave that to you guys in the sprite team to figure out. I'm just saying we're just gonna get all the Mega Man 1 sprites in this ROM at some point to be another Robot Master. Anyway, Swift did get their E-Tank from up top, went underneath. Now they're going to enter the Flashman room. Both the runners having swapped stages. Swift has a slight lead on Krissy at the moment, but we'll really know who's ahead when we get to Wily stages. Ooh, gets hit by the Quick Beam. Ooh, metal for Quickman, or should I say Shadow Blaze for Quickman? Flash, and I believe it was item 2. There we go. And off to Metal Man stage, Krissy goes. Ooh. Krissy having a bad time in Quickman stage right now, as Swift is in Metal Man stage. Getting bashed by crushed by the crushers here in Metal Man stage here. Just gonna take the D-boost off the Springer enemy there and just avoid dealing with the crushers. Meanwhile, Swift pulling out his item 2. Gonna hit it. That doesn't look exactly right. It went underneath the conveyor belt. But I think you can forget about using item 2 for the rest of this stage with all the moles in the area. But he is using Flash Stopper to great effect to just stop the conveyor belt. Problem is, he's only got so much time stopper, and he's gonna run out of it very quick. Meanwhile, Krissy has taken down Flashman in Quick's room. And sadly, because of the way the stage has been treating Swift, he's eaten his last E-Tank, but he's going to grab the one underneath, and he's got to be very careful to make sure that mold didn't hit him underneath. Krissy now in the woods, in Woodman stage. Neither runners have found heat or crash yet. So we do know those are waiting for both of them. Swift will be finding one of them next when he finishes metal stage here. So we got Bubble Man on the belt. It's a very soft with a great weakness with metal on the belt as Swift dispatches Bubble Man. Oh, he's got 3 left. Oh, he's got to go to air. That's right. Alright, so we got bees, we got the gorillas in Heatman stage, so the bees really being the big problem, but not too much of a problem, as the gorillas got to go off and see it, and as the they got to go home now because their people need them. There we go. That's the term I was looking for. Krissy, gotta be careful. There we go. Yep, Krissy getting good wood here. And we got more scrimps waiting for us in heat. I think Krissy is at 0. You got a point there. I could be mistaken. Alright, well, he's not. I thought he was. As low as his lives have been, I thought he was at 0. Anyway, Krissy dealing with Airman in Woodman's room, and Air Shooter doing the job as we blow away Airman with a stronger wind. And off to Heatman stage, Krissy goes. He's got 3 and 2 in tow, so he should be good. Swift at the second half of Heatman stage using item 2 to get through the rest. Krissy's just saying no. He knew he was at 0 lives and said, "No, I'm not doing this." He just reset. Okay, that's fine. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that strategy. Alright, so Krissy now traversing Heatman stage as Swift is going to deal with a vanilla Heatman in Heatman stage. Looks like we got a charged heat. I'd find something else. It's doing 4 damage, but it's you gotta find something else. This is a very wait. The half charge is doing the majority of the damage? Well, that's something new. Also, shoutouts to Chrono Trigger. Anyway, I did not see if he got item 1 out of heat. I don't think he did, but if he did, we'll find out when and if Krissy finishes Heatman stage, as he's looking to do the heat zip here. Alright, Krissy getting the zip, and he's going to pull out his item 2 and Bullet Bill across as Swift is at the halfway point of Airman stage, which wasn't too bad. There was birds and not much else. So let's see what the second half of Air has. We got, we do have Crushers, we got Squirms. And nothing else. Lightning Lords. And more birds, okay. That's annoying. Oh. Okay. Alright, so Krissy's gonna do a little soul searching here, see if we can find something decent for this heat. No, sadly, Flash isn't gonna work this time. Air, no. There we go. That's much better. Alright, so we got Swift taking on Crashman in Airman's room. And I gotta press a button or two. He did do that. He did do that. And Brave New World from Namco X Capcom. What a great game. It really is. And if anyone's played Project X, they should. Alright. Swift having a rough time with Crashman as he took a death there. Krissy now in Middleman stage here. Very spammy crash here, giving Swift a lot of trouble. Just gotta be very careful. There we go. Swift taking down Crashman there. And off to Crashman's stage is Krissy, or Swift, I should say. Swift, well, Krissy's also going to do Crashman stage here, as it's also his last stage. As we got Fan Fiends in the way, so if you're looking to zip, you ain't going to do it on that first section. As Swift goes up to the next one, and not there, not there. Okay, so you can zip on the second screen, but you're not going to be able to zip on the first screen. But what we do know, because we saw on the first screen, is we got Fan Fiends in the elevator section. Yay! The worst. Alright, so Swift pulling out his item 2 to fly across to the other side of the stage here. Krissy, okay. Getting the E-Tank there. So taking down the last of the Fan Fiends to get to the end of the elevator section here in Crashman stage, as Krissy is taking on Boobly Man next. And a few Metal Blades taking down Boobly Man. And he'll be heading into Crashman stage next. Alright, so Swift going up the left side of the ladder, which is fine, you know. We'll see what kind of tortures await us. We have Scrimps in the first section, but what about the other two sections? What do we got? More Scrimps. Krissy opting to go up the shaft the slow way. There we go, taking down the Batantons, or I guess the ghosts from Pac-Man, depending on how you want to refer to them as. We know they're the ghosts from Pac-Man, but you know they're acting as Batantons for the seat. This has got to be careful. Throw out that item too. A little late. You can still get up there. Throw it up there. There you go. Anyway, taking on Woodman in Crashman's room. Trying to see if the full charged heat would work. So Swift doing a lot of weakness searching. You know, sometimes finding Bubble, which actually is doing 4 damage, so 8 shots. There we go. And that should also be his item 1. Yep. There's a battery on that side of the crash band ladder. Chris has got to be careful here. He's going to grab the energy and do the Buster only zip from that ladder. You have you have perfectly good metal blade to kill them both. All right, well, Swift in the Wily 1 stage, and folks, we gotta deal with Dr. Mario and his malpractice, and we gotta do the guesses again. So I'm going to switch my guess up. We're gonna say the dragon's going to be Jetfire orange, red, orange, and yellow. And he's gonna be weak to metal. Just trying to get around the rabbit first. So Krissy hoping that that flash would work on this woodman, but is not. He's not Buster Soft. Krissy does have a full complement of E-Tinks there. He's got to be careful. I think the next touch would kill him. Yep. Swift is at the top of Wily 1 here, about to take on the dragon. Chris is going to find out about Booble. There we go. There we go. And Swift taking on the Shades Dragon. And it was metal. So with that, both the runners are in Wily stages, but Swift's got a full stage ahead of Krissy at the moment. As we get to listen to lovely X3 intro stage music. Chris is gotta be careful. He's got 0 lives, so if he dies at the top of the stage here, he's got to redo it. If you go take the time, just gonna take the time to learn the wall weakness here. Finds it to be Bubble again. Alright, we're gonna grabbing that extra man. I don't blame him. Swift to get to the top of the wall here in Wily 2. Rabbit just being in the way, being a nuisance. Get out of here. As Swift drops down and is about to take on Pico. Pico, we'll see if he's a good Pico or not. Well, if it's Buster Week, it's definitely a good Pico. Ooh, that's a quick item 1. As quickly as you put it out, it's quickly gone. So you gotta be careful with that. Swift dealing with the Pico units with Buster, or as sometimes I like to say, weak to Kami, and takes down the last toaster, and off to Wily 3 he goes. Krissy about to deal with the dragon that is the Shades dragon. As Swift begins their descent into Wily's septic tank, not weak to Buster. Not weak to air. Ooh. No, that's bad. That's rough. Good thing you picked up that extra life in the stage just a bit earlier, but that's rough because ooh, I don't know what his item ones are at. As Swift is going down into the algae-filled septic tank of Wily 3 here. Swift is entering the Guts Dozer garage door here. We'll take a look and see what the Dozer looks like. Nope, that's Koopa's on parade. Weak to the Buster, so you know what? Sounds like a good time to me. And off to Wily 4, Swift goes. Got a 2-stage lead, and Krissy is going to try and stick with this leaf shield. He is a brave man, unlike me. I would have immediately switched. It is not the boomerang. We know it's metal, that's the other weakness. The bosses will never be weak to Time Stopper. Wily bosses will never be weak to Time Stopper. Maybe someday in the future version of the randomizer, but not today. Alright, so he's going to take time to refill his leaf shield energy as Swift begins the run through the anxiety rooms of Wily 4 here. And we'll see what kind of terrors await him in the next couple of rooms, if anything. And we got the Hermit Crab, so not too bad. Or I guess I should say they're a great set of enemies to see. Let's see if there's one on the lower right here for Swift. If not, he's going to have to use item 2. There is, but he is not going to do that. He's going to wait for the carousel to come around, from what I observed in the last race. Then he's going to pull out his item 2 and jump over that way. Pulls buffer to victory. As Krissy is now at the wall of Wily 2. And into the home stretch of Wily 4 goes Swift. And he did this last time where he switched his weapons, but he didn't bother to deal with the enemies on the way, just going right through them, which is an interesting tactic. Meanwhile, Krissy dealing with the Pico Toasters and finding out the good news about Buster. Not leaf, not metal. So let's just destroy some walls. By the way, and this is pretty much known in the community. Bubble is just a terrible weapon to use on the crash doors, and we all agree that it's terrible. All right, not the full charged heat. How about air? Not air. Quick. It's not a good arc, so he's not going to get below the doors on the other side. He might be able to get the one up below, up top, but he's definitely going to have to fire the bubble to take away the door on the bottom one. There we go. Yeah, and he can just fire from there. He doesn't really have to be up near it for the last one. Oh, it wasn't ranged. Yeah, black background, black boomerangs. Can't really see it, but they do work. Down goes the blue beams for Swifty as he is moving on to refights. As Krissy is making their descent in the Wily 3 Sept tank and taking on the refights goes Swift, going right, which is the correct way as far as I'm concerned. Krissy trying to do the zip into the dozer room, but he's not getting it because crabs are on the way. And oh, he got it. I actually thought, oh, did he overzip? And he's taking the death on the Tiki Torch there, which is the Mega Man 1 construction guys. Meanwhile, we got Swift taking down their third. And I think we need to lab out what's going on with that half-charged heat. What? Hey, I need to lab out what's going on with that half-charged heat and see what's going on. Anyway, the half-charged heat taking down both Heat Man and Bubble Man, as Swift is now dealing with Crash Man. I don't think Swift... Yeah, Swift's going to take... I thought Swift was going to take death here. Yeah, okay. So Swift's going to take the quick death here to have full health to try and take on Crash Man. And I know he's going to have a rough time because he had a rough time in the fight. In the Robot Master stages. There we go. I can words. Anyway, he's going to try and buster down this Crash Man as quickly as possible. There we go. Technically, you already know it was Bubble. There you go. So now we got Flashman left for Swift. He does have one E-Tank. I actually don't blame him trying to save that E-Tank for the machine. I am always a proponent of trying to have one E-Tank for the machine, since we got to do more weapon. And we found metal for the first part. Second? Not the second part. How about Crash? Oh yes, it is. Get the explosion. Get the explosion. Get the explosion. Well, you can mash it too, but that's fine. But either way, Swift has taken down the machine, as Krissy, I think, is trying to do something with this item 3, but it's not quite working. Swift has refilled their crash bombs and is going to use Flash Stopper to or Time Stopper to make the way through the lava drips here to get to the door. And here we go to take on the alien for Swift. He's gonna find the weapon. Not metal. Not Crash. Not Buster. Look, if you're gonna... And the thing about heat when it comes to the alien, you gotta use the full charge. You can't just fire a shot and hope it does damage. You gotta use full... You gotta charge it all the way. But he finds Leaf Shield. One more. There it goes. Down goes the alien for Swift. And with official racetime.gg time of 36:37, Swift is the winner of this best of 3 race between him and Krissy. Let's see if he wants to come in for a post-race interview. Go ahead and have to walk him through it. Give me just a moment, guys. I gotta press the buttons again. Meanwhile, we're gonna try and get Swift in here in the Discord booth for the post race. He can just slide up. Alright, I'll just do it for him. Okay. And join me in the booth right now. You can do whatever you want, but GG Swift. So how'd you feel about those seats?
Well, this was quite the race. I thought I was going to get destroyed, honestly, but thankfully, with all the practices and just using the items when I could use them, yeah, it gave me a bit of a leg up.
Yeah, well, while Krissy is a veteran of the community, it's actually his first time running the randomizer himself, too, so it's also new to him. And he's right now dealing with the boo beams right now, but let's see. Trying to think of things that we that happened during your race that was interesting. I didn't write anything down because I'm in the booth here alone, pressing buttons and taking notes.
No problem.
But is there really anything that sticks out to you as far as the seed goes? Both seeds go.
As far as wait, say it again.
So anything that really stuck out to you as far as running both seeds?
Yeah, I did notice more that I kind of got used to it, but I did go slower. Sometimes I do go slower on stuff like airmans if stuff is spawning from above because I don't want to get sniped and that will kill and that will cost time.
Alright.
The runs were mostly the same.
Yeah, it ended up that way as far as both seeds, the way you ran them. You took your time, you didn't rush too many things, you got your E-tanks when you could and used them properly. Looked like that crap. I
did also notice one thing. He used a flash stopper when I got it. I noticed it's not used a lot, but it did help save a few seconds at Mailman when the conveyors weren't going the right way.
Yeah, the thing about flash stopper is because it's also a randomized item. Is sometimes it'll do the full drain, and sometimes you actually have to continue pressing the button to have it go. But that is the way flash stopper is in the randomizer. As Krissy is past the halfway point of his refights. Ooh, getting tackled by the key man. I thought he was about to take his E-tank there. He did not. Just gotta restart that fight.
Yeah. One more tactic I used throughout both runs. If I was low on health, low on health and I was close to the checkpoint, I just kind of died because it isn't that much of a time loss and it helps restore my HP without needing the use of E-Tanks.
That's one way to go
That's what
about
you
it.
saw me do in the first run of Heatman.
That's not gonna work. Krissy trying to not die to air. There we go. 2 more left for Krissy. He's got to be very careful. He doesn't have any lives, so he's got to pop those E-Tanks when he can. Well, I do know what this Airman Sprite is, but I don't want to reveal that just yet. Maybe someone else will, but I won't. Not today.
The Airman fight is from Cutman's Bad Scissor Day.
Yeah. Spoilers.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, if as long as we're spoiling things, he resembles a he resembles a certain former president, but that's about it. Oh, there we go. Oh, Krissy did
That's
not
it.
get.
I know what it is.
Yeah, well, Creed's told chat. When Krissy is gonna run out of crash bombs, apparently it was the one to use for both parts. He should pop that E-Tank. Alright, he's got to find another weakness, though, because he's ran out of crash. Not quick. Not bubble. I just lost, it's not going to be air. Oh my goodness, it was Buster Week for both parts. It was going to be Buster Week. It was going to be Buster Week for both parts.
That made me feel bad on my run because I could have saved so much time.
The thing is, in past versions of the randomizer, there was a high chance that the machine would be weak to Buster, and so we found a way to lower that. But even still, if the machine is Buster weak, it's going to be Buster weak for both parts. But either way, Krissy takes down the machine. He's got to go down victory road here. Even without any lives left, we do know what the weakness is, and he should have plenty of that weakness to take down the machine. And Buster, we know it's not Buster, we know it's Leaf. Oh, he may have to mash it. Now, when you're using a charged heat on the alien, you gotta full charge it. The half charge and the single shots are not going to work. Not air. All right, so he's got to be careful because he does not have enough.
A lot of it.
Well, he missed his Leaf shield there, so he's gonna find out real quick that it's Leaf. Oh, he also doesn't have Crash, and Flash Stopper's not going to work. Flash Stopper will not work on any of the Wily bosses. Yeah, so he's probably gonna
The only way he'll get it right now is if he just kind of stood still. But is he? And yeah, he ran out.
He can get the Leaf shield. He can mash it into him, but now he's out.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
But either way, he now knows it's Leaf shield. He's gonna come back in and finish it off, hopefully.
Yep, game over, restored his ammo, so he's good to go.
Alright, take 2 versus the alien.
He was very weak to it. He died in 4 hits, and there's the 4 hits.
Alright, let's see if Krissy wants to come in for the post-race interview. And he finishes with the official race time, GG time of 45-53. So get those GGs in chat. Get those GGs for both our runners. Follow both of our runners. They gave us a fantastic race this afternoon. I should have been done for Krissy, by the way. There we go.
I do gotta ask, when is this race going on the channel?
At some point they'll clip it and we'll put it in the Discord. It also goes up on YouTube much later.
All right.
So let's see. We get Krissy in the booth here. There we go. Join us anytime. There we go. And there's Krissy now. GG, sir.
Yo, thank you. Also, GG to Swift. Very nicely played. I presume I did not watch anything. I swear to God. Big GG.
We're not going to go into that, but I know this. I know you're just discovering this randomizer and giving it a chance. But how did you feel about those two seeds?
I feel like I was very unlucky picking like the two stages I didn't want to see like right after each other in the first seed. I really like to do Heatman and
Crash.
Later.
Or with items in tow.
Yeah, and like the second seed, I didn't get item 1 before like the last boss. So yeah, it was a mess, but I had a lot of fun. More people should check out this randomizer. It's really great.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. Go ahead,
I'll be honest. Okay, I'll be honest. I thought you were gonna destroy me because you were a veteran of this thing.
Oh no, I haven't ran Mega Man in years, and even then I was not even good. You did amazing. I really need to rewatch the race so I can see. So a really good job.
But
yeah. Thanks for having me, by the way. It was a lot of fun. Is there a loser brackets that I will be playing in now, or am I out, or how is that?
You're not out yet. You're definitely going down to losers. You definitely got to wait a bit as we proceed through the tournament here.
Oh, that's totally fine.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you for having me as well.
With that being said, I don't really have anything additional to add. If you guys want to give any final comments, go right ahead.
I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Folks in Speedgaming 6, come back for more Mega Man 2 randomizer action. August 13th, 7 p.m. We're going to have RSPC versus Charlie Boy. And we have another race August 16th, Gaming While Dad versus Sinister Sama. So look forward to those races. We got more races coming up in the tournament here. So look forward to all those on the Speedgaming Network